Hey guys, Tony the Collector here. To my right is Daquwan, and to my left is Keyshawn. These are my anime experts, and I got Shy Guy out there. Shout out, Shy Guy. Yeah. All right, and Shy Guy is gonna make comments when he feels like. And these two are anime experts. That I am the opposite. I am an anime novice, and I just remember watching Dragon Ball Z since I was a little kid. And I just got into My Hero, which is fucking awesome. And yeah, so we're just gonna talk pops and everything like that. All right, guys. So this is my All Might collection for My Hero Academia. As you can see, I'm an All Might fan.
All Might.
Our fanboy right here. All right, and so I just want to show off the Silver Age All Might, my collection here. This is the normal pop. This is the metallic one, and this is the Hot Topic exclusive, the glow in the dark piece. And then we have All Might as a teacher, and actually one of my favorite pops, like I think it just looks really cool, is the All Might Weekend State after he fought All for One, and it's a box lunch exclusive. All right. Yeah, My Hero is like right now one of my favorite shows, not just anime, just in general. I just got into it. It's fucking awesome. All right. What do you guys think?
I was gonna say, what do you think about All Might?
One, I gotta give it up to Tony for first show. I think My Hero was a great start for you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Now speaking of All Might, All Might is good to a sense. That last movie kind of made his character, like, it just downgraded him, I feel like.
Which last movie? The recent one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't do anything.
That whole, it left his body after, like, him going unconscious, that was a lame excuse from All Might. But All Might as a character, I feel like, is great due to the fact, like, his power is something that he doesn't technically have to possess. He can pass that on to somebody who feels worthy to do that. Right. Not a lot of quirks you can do that with because they come from the parent. Mm-hmm. You're having a quirk that gives a person different abilities, and then as they pass it on, that person can now use those abilities as well. And I feel like that's just fantastic. I mean, if they've watched the beginning, they've explained that because they showed the line of people who've had.
You know they can use the
or if you watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, the same fucking thing.
So I feel like All Might's great. His story picks up or escalates in a sense when they start talking about Night Eye and how he warned him about dying. Spoiler if you haven't seen that season, sorry.
He hasn't died.
Who?
All Might.
Night Eye.
No, he's talking about the night. Like,
okay.
if you don't know about it.
Okay.
He did. No, but he going.
Yeah, but he had a.
Nobody knew that yet. Now you just spoiled it for everybody.
He had a vision about All Might dying. He had a vision about All Might dying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. All Might didn't die yet. All Might hasn't died.
Let's leave it at that before we just ruin everything.
But that's why I feel like it makes his character so much better with the weakened thing, because as it was explained in the beginning of the show, he was just damaged by a villain.
Right.
Okay? And he was damaged so bad that he can't maintain his transformation.
Well, no, I like to argue that, and I was thinking about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He explained to Midoriya that his form was like a fat kid sucking his chest in at a pool to look like he's buff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you recall his flashbacks to him with Nana, whatever her name is, the predecessor to him,
Right.
He's in the skinny form. He's skinny. He's in the weakened form.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, he's skinny. He's the fluffy hair, weakened form. He doesn't look like he's on crack and beat the fuck up, but he's still weakened.
Right.
He's still skinny. So I felt like All Might, even in this form, because he had the power, he could do it all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
He's sucking it in, right? But that was never really him. This was always All Might. That is my fucking argument. Just because of the flashbacks and everything. And then when he gets the power, he's able to flex it. And he does it more often, obviously, because he has the power. But as he diminishes, he's only able to hold it. Obviously, at the beginning of the episode, it was 3 hours, I think.
Yeah.
And then it kept getting lesser and lesser. And I think still, even in season 4, he for like a second he would go
Yeah.
into that.
I mean, it makes sense because he's always in the public eye. He's the number one hero. Everybody looks up to him. He can't look like he's like funny and weak. So that wouldn't make sense why he does it that way.
So, but I'm saying this is not his normal look. This is actually his normal look. Other than the eyes. The eyes I never actually noticed. So that's why I'm saying that's that graphene eyes right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
the darkness.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my thought on it.
I think All Might is a great hero. He is amazing. Even without the power, I think he's still amazing.
Better than Endeavor?
No, I'm not saying all that now. I respect All Might. I respect him for that cliche, just like Superman, Captain America style hero that everybody just looks up to, super righteous. I like it. I like the way they did him.
Wow.
I
I'm a fan of Marvel and I'm a fan of Captain America, but I don't like the whole uptightness of Captain America. And I don't, even though he comes off of it, I don't think he's uptight like that. He's a little loose like, and funny. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
he has his comedy
he's
too.
not uptight. Yeah,
he's not uptight about it. He still upholds his justice, but he's not uptight about it.
Yeah, so that's why I like him a lot.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay.
I can respect that.
All right. Yeah. I mean, but I feel like that's just his personality. I feel like he would have been like that with powers and without.
Who, All Might?
Yeah. Kind of feel like that's just him.
I mean, I feel like the reason why he got the power in the first place is because of his personality.
Yeah, that's
like Deku. Like if Deku's personality wasn't the way it was, he wouldn't have been a suitable user of one for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One for all.
But I mean, he's core to obviously the whole dynamic of the show, right? That whole what is a hero,
right?
And then this is why he's one of my favorite too. I feel like he's the equal counterpart to him. He brings out like what is a real hero, and then that brings out the story for Endeavor. Right. Endeavor is powerful, but is he really a hero? No, to me, no, because
I haven't seen it yet. That's why.
No, and I feel like there is going to be a transition. I do feel like that's coming.
There is a transition.
Yeah, you've seen it.
I can't spoil it for y'all, but there is a transition.
Like I see it coming. You see it coming.
It's
you see him, especially in the fourth season or third season with the kid from the other school, and everything.
That was the third. That was when they were.
Yeah, so like,
they're super. Wait, when they were developing their schools.
Yeah, it was it was the fourth season where like
he's talking about the guy with the hat that does the tornadoes.
Yeah.
He doesn't like.
So that's where you saw like he's not a good hero. He could stop the crime. Doesn't make you a hero though, right? Just because you're stopping the crime, right? Mm-hmm. But then in the fourth season, I think that's where you see where what's his name? His son, Todoroki. He passes the re-exam,
right?
And that's where we see a change in Endeavor. That he's like, okay, he realizes that being a hero is about uplifting somebody more so than just saving them, and you know what I mean.
Just watch soon in the anime. There's a big arc coming up with Endeavor. It's literally centered around him and like his past, and just kind of like trying to fix the things that he wronged. It's very it's very humbling. It's very humbling because yes, you can't fix your wife after the things he's done, but he still goes back and he makes that attempt, and he does have like a very, very life-changing.
Do you know the writer? Got some insight.
Yeah, like he has a life-changing and life-threatening moment.
Okay, that's
I read the So it is like a very life-threatening and life-changing moment for him, where he literally has to risk it all for his family, and it really goes to show how much he's changed, because before his family was just like an extension of his power. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just using his family so he can attain a greater power, so he can breed someone who can pass All Might. Now with All Might already down, and now Endeavor's number one hero, he's starting to see a lot of big changes. So I love Endeavor. I love his character. I love how he is. I love how strong he is. I love the big change that they're giving to him. I love a lot of things about Endeavor. I don't want to spoil, that's why I kind of like paused there. But Endeavor is an amazing character. Like the way they work him is so good, because it's like you hate him in the beginning. When you see like the way he redeems himself, it's great. It's fantastic.
I guess I gotta wait for.
I see the setup already in the show.
Right.
For that. I see it already.
I don't.
And the craziest part is you probably haven't even seen the worst of him, because in that arc you see like a lot of like dirty stuff that he did behind the scenes that make you hate him a lot more. But then as it goes on, you kind of see it change. You kind of see him care more. You kind of see him try to fix the things, and it's very human. Because Endeavor's personality is very non-human. He acts like he's like a god amongst men. But when you see him kind of like break down mentally, and it's kind of like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, he actually is starting to humble himself. He actually starting to get the large picture. That's why I like Endeavor's character.
Now, since you read the manga, and
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, have you? Okay. How true is this the show to the?
Oh no, it's exact. It's exactly.
It's exact. Like we're not missing anything
No,
really.
we're not missing
It's
anything.
crucial. Everything's
It's-
crucial.
yeah.
And they're okay. Good.
All right, then, boo.
So you feel like they're gonna bring this out? Like they're
No,
gonna
that's
stretch it,
definitely
right?
coming. It's
Great.
definitely coming.
Awesome.
That should definitely be the next season.
So I feel like I would have to wait for that redemption for Endeavor.
Mhm.
As I said, I don't like overly cocky characters.
Yeah.
But you are right, it is very human, and I feel he's feeling that he needs to change due to the fact he's now number one.
Right.
So he's kind of getting that pressure that All Might had, but All Might never really showed it.
Right.
He is also the type to not show it, but if he has to go through that, and it
He has
has
to go
you,
to a public event.
yeah, and it has you
Well, see,
backtracking on stuff that you did, I feel like he now he has to make that change.
He definitely does.
It's a lot more he has to live up to. To me, still doo. You're still number two to me.
No, but she's saying that now. I think even he thinks it too. Even though All Might's out of the game, he still thinks he's number two. Like
He
I
just-
feel like that.
In the manga, he just now accepted like that he's number one and that he has basically all of the weight of the heroes on him. He just accepted that, and that was like probably 2 chapters ago from where I'm at. So he's just getting it. Before that, he's still like, no, I'm still number two. Like,
Yeah.
All Might's still number one, and everybody's like, no, All Might's out of the game. You're the number one hero. He's like, no.
Because he keeps getting compared to him. That's
Right.
why.
That, and if you think about it, going off what you said, every time something goes down, All Might's there.
Right.
And even though they keep saying that flame for One for All is fading for him,
Mhm.
he's still out there using it and
Right.
fighting. With the Nomu, for example,
Mhm.
Endeavor was nowhere around. All Might was there because he was helping them learn. And we see a lot of different characters portray their powers and show what else they can do on the sideline. I don't know how Endeavor would have handled that situation in the sense of him being there, because I feel like
It's funny that you said that.
I feel like he would just blow up the place.
It's
And
funny that you said that.
why? What do you think about that?
Because that's very similar to what happens. But once again, I don't want to spoil it.
We get
But-
too far ahead of ourselves.
Right? It's like that's very close to what happened. It's something on that line or on that scale.
All right. I don't know. If he loses that cockiness, maybe I'll start messing with him. But for right now,
I mean, he never loses the cockiness. That's just a part of him.
he's a prick.
But he becomes more human.
More humbled.
Yeah. Like he's not acting like he has to stick up his ass like he's the greatest thing to walk Earth.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like when it comes to a fight, he's still gonna be that cocky guy that just burns everything around him. That's just him. That's just how he fights. That's just Endeavor. But when it comes to like helping people, he's more cautious. You know what I mean? Like if there's people who he needs to protect, he doesn't just burn everything around. You know, he's very focused. Just like, okay, well, we got to get them out. He prioritizes and stuff like that, which is completely opposite of the way he was. Like if there was somebody else, he's like, well, they better get to safety, and I'm just gonna burn everything. They better get down.
No, I definitely that's definitely Endeavor.
So yeah, I think Endeavor has a very good redemption, and it's something to look forward to.
Now, is that intertwined with All Might, his past, a lot? Or is it just,
No.
no,
It's mostly about his family.
his family, okay.
All Might on the other hand.
So All Might never really did nothing to this motherfucker. He just
No,
hated niggas.
he just hated him because he's number one. He's just like, that's my position. I should be number one. Because that's all he cares about is power.
So I mean, if you're saying it's gonna change him, I hope so, because just obtaining power ain't going to get you the number one spot. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with that, and as a hero, for him, I haven't really seen it.
So I think that's why he's in this. He knows he's number two to the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though All Might's gone, right?
Mhm.
And I think he doesn't know why, and it's because of that. That's why he's not a real hero, and I think that's where you're saying he travels to figure out. Then he becomes the number one hero in that sense, which doesn't matter because then Deku and all these guys
Are coming up.
are actually going to be the number one heroes.
I just hope they don't go in a route of Boruto where everybody turned into a side character if it's not Deku and his main people.
I mean, the way the writer is going, I don't think that's going to happen at all. She
Yeah.
gives a lot of screen time to everybody. He gets a lot of screen time to everybody.
I feel like how Deku's saying it's a story of me being the number one hero.
Mhm.
I think that's somewhat true, but also that him being number one hero is because he's also heroes with Todoroki, Bakugo, all of them. So really, they're all number one. Like, yeah, exactly. That's what I feel like it is. Like, it's a super elite fucking thing. Like, they are gonna be this new symbol of peace as a group, not as an individual, as All Might was.
Not to mention,
that's a good take on it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I thought that was gonna happen, but that's a good take.
Yeah.
I like that. I really do.
Shut me down. Shut my hopes down, man.
No, I doubt that's what's gonna happen, but I definitely like that idea. I think that's a very clever.
Because I mean, I like Lemillion is freaking awesome, right? I hope he gets his power back, right? But he's still awesome, and I don't see why you can't be a hero like without powers. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's an extent to what you can do.
Yeah.
But you know, I think in the fourth season, he proved against overall, he proved.
I mean, if you think about it, Aizawa is basically like the hero without powers. The only power he has is to turn off your quirk. After that, he's still got to get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's a perfect example. Like, you know, somebody that can do physical stuff and still be a hero.
I'm gonna save my question regarding that till when we get to him, because I do have a question about my man Scarf, and that makes sense, Rock Lee. But I'm gonna let him do his thing for now.
Okay, let's move on from these guys, right? And we're gonna go hit Stain, right?
The main man.
One of my favorite characters.
Oh boy, here we go.
I think one of the favorite characters of most people.
Yeah, and I don't get it.
The reason why I like him it's because like I kind of like feel like this in like real life. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it for the cause of it. Like, see, I call myself an artist because I don't sell the fuck out, right? I'm not gonna do it because you pay me to do it. I'm gonna do it because I feel like doing it. And that's why I don't do anything. But at the end of the day, though, if I'm gonna create something and do something, right, I'm gonna do it out of my own will and out of my own, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it because you're giving me the money for it.
But it's like
if I do
done,
it and then you give me money for it, fuck yeah. But
okay,
you're not gonna pay me and tell me do this. You know what I mean? He was expressing that in this world of heroes, right? And again, that's the perfect example he used between All Might and every other hero, but really it was against Endeavor. That Endeavor did it for the fame, the fortune, and he used the fame and the fortune for his own cause. All Might did it to just save people, which is what a hero should be doing.
Right.
In this modern society that they're living in now, the way he sees is that every single one of these guys are doing it for fame and fortune, right? And
but that's not exactly true.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
But he's an idea that he's an extremist, right?
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna say you're not an artist because you're taking money for your work.
Yeah.
That's not true at all. You're probably better than me, right? But again, he's an extremist in his views. That's sully. You're taking money for it. You know what I mean?
But it's just like, okay, for example, Endeavor. The path Endeavor had to take to get to where he is, he didn't just get this way easily. Like, he didn't become strong through doing nothing. I'm pretty sure he did hard work too. So even if he is using, you know, the hero position for fame and fortune, I mean, after working your ass off, you should get some type of compensation.
Again, that's his view, though. There should be no it's the pure value of what.
But then they have to live too. That's another thing. That's why I don't like Stain. It's just like, okay, so if I'm gonna do something and then people are paying me for it, what's the problem? Why can't it be two birds, one stone?
Think Stain is like a real. Okay, think about this. You got priests, right, in this world, right? Mm-hmm. You got a real priest, and in my fucking opinion, is someone who doesn't take money for anything and preaches the word of God, right? Then you got the Pope, who's got bulletproof and fucking Versace on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's comparing. You shouldn't be taking money if you're really gonna do what you really got to do. That's what he's saying. If you're gonna do this, you should be a pauper and beg on the street and do it. That's what he's saying. That's his extreme, that's an extreme view.
And that's what I don't like. A lot of people do like Stain, and I'm just like, why? That's such a silly thing. Like, I have to live too. I don't got to sit here and be poor and homeless.
No, exactly, and that's the argument.
So
they need to eat, but to what extent? Do you need a filet mignon, or do you need a burger? You know what I mean?
But I mean, if I'm gonna eat and I'm doing all this work, I might as well get a filet mignon. What do you mean? Like, I'm working hard for my life.
That's regular.
But the thing is this. The thing about Stain that doesn't get me is that this is not like regular work. Like, you're not. I mean, yes, some of them are out here like just getting somebody's cat, but there's a lot of heroes out here that's putting their life on the line.
Yeah.
If I'm putting my life on the line, I hope I'm getting compensated well for it.
So I think that's because I like Stain too. I think that's what it is. It's not so much of the fact that they're taking money for the things that they're doing. It's the fact that they're saying they're a hero and not willing to put their life on the line or do the job unless they're getting that compensation. That's what it is. It wasn't like if you do the job and I decide to pay you, I don't feel like he has an issue with that. Yeah. But if you're seeing that I need help and you're like, well, I'm not getting paid for that, that's where it becomes a problem because you're still
so you gotta kill people.
Again, an extremist. So yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a anarchist. You don't literally have to set things on fire or do something disturbing to get your point across. You can literally just get your point across and say, hey, I'm an anarchist. But no, they start setting buildings on fire or throwing pipe bombs and stuff like that.
I mean, he's not sane. Like, any sane person would say, yeah, I need to get compensated. Right?
I think they're going to turn him into a normal. Don't do that. He's already locked up.
Yeah, but not with the league. He's locked up with the police.
The problem is, All For One is also locked up.
But I feel like the way they have it, unless the league does it on their own and breaks him out, he can't get out or do anything.
No, he can't. But my whole thing is this. Why do they leave All For One in there? All For One is powerful enough to get broken out any day now. Remember, he has people who can use warp. They can pop in whenever.
So supposedly he's so deep in and he needs to know where he's going.
Kurogiri.
Yeah, yes. He needs to know where he's going.
True.
The only one with the warp ability was All For One. One for All.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, Kurogiri also has
but Kurogiri, he's saying Kurogiri has to see where I think
he has to know where the location is. It's kind of like Nightcrawler and X-Men.
Would you honestly believe with all of the villains that they have that have such amazing abilities like Double that they can't find him? I highly doubt it.
No, they all know where he is. They know he's in Tartarus. The point is that it's really hard to get into there, bro.
I don't think so.
It's really difficult. I think it is. And again,
and the reason why I think this is because of the way things are right now in the manga. I don't think it's that difficult.
Really?
But because the way things are right now in the manga is set that like the villains have so much power that the heroes are struggling to fight them.
Really?
That's how it is right now. Like the heroes literally have to band all together just to fight the remains of like the evil people. Because they have such bolstered numbers, it's kind of ridiculous. Because of Double, because of the normal, they're struggling. I highly doubt it's that hard to get into Tartarus.
They have that drug too.
Right.
Well, I feel like if they try to attempt it, they would shoot him because, as he stated in the show, they have guns pointing at him, even if he thinks of using his quirk. All For One. Even in when All Might went to talk to him, he said even if he tries to they read his brainwaves, right? So even if he tries, they would just put him down, right? So if somebody tries to break in, why
boom,
put him down? So I think that's part of it. The hesitance, because by the time they get to him, it's a whole set of levels. Nobody has that quirk again, or they would have done it where they pop right next to him.
I do agree with that, but I also feel like because didn't he tell Shigaraki to wait, just do what you gotta do.
I mean, Shigaraki's about to be the new All For One.
Yeah, he was like, do what you have to do, get stronger, and recruit more people.
Right. So I mean, that's working out fairly well.
Yeah, I mean, based on what I've seen so far, he right now is the greatest villain that they're dealing with. My man is literally in every bit of everything, and then when it don't work out your way, I'm just going to decay you, and now that's my plan, and I'm just going to add that to what I was doing. That's what he did to Overhaul. I felt like how Overhaul was and how Shigaraki and his people are, they don't have chemistry, but I felt like they could have made it work.
I feel like if Shigaraki would have fought Overhaul, he would have lost.
I do feel like that. But the reason why I feel like they could have worked, because notice he I don't know the guy's name with the beads, and he captures stuff.
Oh, the magician guy?
Yeah. Overhaul told him, I owe you an arm. I'm not gonna tell you I owe you an arm, for I'm not coming back. So I felt like they could have made that work. But then when they seen how his plan was going, they was like, well, I'm gonna take a piece of one of your arm and I'm just gonna decay the other one and just leave you here to rot. And I'm just like, now that Shigaraki's plan, he has a drug that can literally wipe away anybody's quirk, and then we don't have any research or any information on the antidote. Overall, did say it's an antidote out there. Or that
no, he does have an antidote.
But isn't there two drugs? There's the one where it disables, takes away your quirk, and then there's the other one where it boosts your quirk.
Well, yeah, and they
Well,
have
that was not overhaul as drug. That was just a drug from in general.
But still.
Just takes away your point.
Yeah.
But he was the antidote because he could just rewrite it.
No, but he had it. Like at least in the show, there was two cases: a red case and a blue case.
Right.
Right. So the blue case obviously was the vaccine. So his plan, right?
We don't know that because that could have been the.
No. I know that because this was his plan. No. This was the plan.
He was the
He was going to put out the plan was never to make them no powers. The plan was to make money off the cure. So it's like supposedly
it's like Big Pharma.
So the crazy theories that people put out like coronavirus, they put this thing out into the public, right, knowingly that they have the cure already, so that they mass infect everybody, and that when the time comes, they're like, okay, here, I got it, and now I'm the only one with it, so you got to pay me $1 million for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's that storyline trying to thing it. But that was his plan. He had a cure equal to the thing, and he was gonna make money. I don't know what he was gonna do with the money, but again, he's
another person who they could take and turn into a nomu.
He's a yakuza. So remember, yakuza is about money and building all that. So I think that's what he was gonna do, right? I really don't think he was intending to get rid of all quirks. I mean.
Yeah, no, he said it. It was to mass produce the cure and make money off of it. I'm gonna sell the drug to, I guess, heroes, and then sell the cure to villains, or however he was gonna.
No, he's gonna sell the thing to
the drug
villains
and the cure.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that makes sense, but it's just like, for how long are you going to do that? Like,
I mean, does it matter who really was able to stop him? I mean, his power was ridiculous. Who really could have stopped him? Besides,
well, anybody that could dodge him. Remember, he has to touch you. Same thing with Shigaraki, right?
Right.
He has to touch you like full, right?
But even before that, he could touch other things and rearrange them. He can touch people and meld them to him.
No, but the point is, the only person that could defeat either or is the person that could dodge. Right. So again, essentially, Izuku's the one that's going to be doing it.
Or
Lemillion.
Izuku would have been able to do it without Ari. If she was not there, he would have lost.
No, he would have, right? No. But I'm saying in the future, though, because realistically, Izuku should be one of the fastest in the future, reflex-wise. Once he builds his power up, of course, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's still
or as of right now, yeah. He
still.
Wasn't, no. Reaction level, no. I think even Bakugo's better reaction level than Midoriya at this moment right now in the series.
No, from the beginning of the show, Bakugo had a better reaction.
No, I mean, like, but I'm saying even to now, he still does. Like, Izuku hasn't performed well on that.
My thing with that is, I feel like he could be a lot better if he stopped All Might and with the power, the Detroit, the Michigan, the United States. It don't need all of that.
The California.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of his, like...
No, it's not his
that's
thing.
All Might's thing.
Yes, that's what they were saying. That's why he made shoot style.
Yes, but he said
he
shoot style and then Detroit Smash.
But he's using his feet.
No, because he was saying shoot style.
Technically, it's actually stronger than All Might because your legs are naturally stronger than your arms. So that was the whole like thought behind it.
But I'm positive everybody who's used One for All
had their own style.
One for All, yeah, yeah, had their own style.
Not only that, everybody who's One for All also had another quirk, so they fought completely different.
True. But all right, so he comes up with the shoot. I won't say full counter. He comes up with the shoot style, just to still like, all right, shoot style what?
Then he starts coming up with his own states of Smash.
No,
he does.
He's not coming up with any states. He's not.
He does. He has different states that All Might doesn't use. It's still generally the same thing, but he's using different. Like he has like
which
New
is
Jersey,
the point though. Like he
that.
shouldn't be doing the same thing.
I feel like shoot style.
But he doesn't have any other quirk
at this point.
Like,
no, like
that's like okay. That's like
saying something else though. Like
that's. I mean, he literally modeled everything he does after All Might. That's like Iceman giving you his powers and then you not using the moves that he used.
If we're
like, what are you going to use?
If we're
I get you. I understand.
No, if we're going,
he said I'm not going to use Ice Beam because Iceman used it.
Then what is All Might's quirk?
All Might doesn't have a quirk. He's just like Midoriya. That's why they fight the same. All Might's only quirk was All for One.
That's bad.
One for all. One for all.
I feel like that's still bad. I feel like they could still do so much more than that. Like the shoot style. The shoot style was a great start. Then he was like, "I have legs. I can use those." Like, great. You're on to something. Michigan Smash. You lost me.
What is he supposed
New
to
Jersey
do?
Smash. You're losing me, and I'm from
What
New
is
Jersey.
he supposed to do?
Something else.
Like what?
I don't know.
Hulk smash.
He has zero experience fighting before he got his quirk. He literally only idolizes All Might. That's the only reason why he wanted to be a hero in the first
But
place.
so does Bakugo, and he ain't out here
Well,
grenade exploding.
Bakugo
machines.
doesn't have one for all. Plus, Bakugo has his own quirk that literally makes up its own fighting style.
No, he made up.
You're looking at two brawlers and you're basically saying, well, they have the exact same power, but he's supposed to fight different, even though they're both brawlers.
I mean, yeah, because you don't fight like another martial artist. You may have used.
If I use Muay Thai and somebody uses Muay Thai, we're going to fight the same.
Alright.
It's the same thing. He has the exact same quirk as All Might. He doesn't have anything else to change one for all.
Well, we don't know that he can't change
I think the issue with
I feel
Izuku is that I feel like he's being trained rushed into it, and that's why all these problems are arising. He's not being trained properly. I think All Might was trained through time, and thus was able to not. So when he exerted his power, he's not breaking every goddamn bone in his body.
Right.
And now he was forced to use his leg. He didn't have to use his leg.
Right.
He was forced to use it. So I feel like you can't really compare them because his training is a lot different. He was able to work into the All for One.
Mm-hmm.
Izuku isn't. He has to get into it or he's going to fall behind everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, and again, I really would love to see, I don't know if they do it in the map, but more into his past, especially with the predecessor.
Oh, no, that's definitely coming. They're definitely going to start giving glimpses and stuff like that.
I would like to see more. I know they did a little bit. I would like to see more because then
But
I would like to know
I
more.
thought that was what the movie was about.
What?
Again, I didn't see the movie.
I didn't
Which one, Silver Age?
Maybe
Yeah.
which one?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
because I thought that's what it was about. It was about his past, and
In America, right?
Well, it
Is
was a
that what
part
it
of
was?
his past. A part of his past.
it was a part of his past.
I actually just seen the number one hero in America. There's a whole different hero. He's a jerk. He's from the Vigilantes, which is like a side piece.
That's the book that we seen. No, that was the book that we seen. The Vigilante one.
Oh, yeah.
It's canon, by the way. That's actually canon.
Oh, I thought it was like a joke spoof thing.
No. It's made by the same person.
I know it's made by the same people. I thought it was just like a spinoff.
Yeah,
It is a
that's what I
spin-off,
meant.
but
like
it's
the-
canon.
Interesting.
Yeah, they literally exist at the exact same
So I
time.
would say most spinoffs aren't canon.
You run into a lot of the same people.
That's cool. All right, so
Yeah.
we might get on the show soon.
They might.
That's pretty cool.
Except Vigilantes are slightly darker because they're Vigilantes.
Oh, so they're not
I
bound by
watched
the rules.
Mhm.
I watched
Oh,
Green Arrow.
that's pretty
Killing.
cool concept, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's like a darker version.
All right, I gotta get into that.
Because my hero always dips into like the dark, but they dip real quick and they kind of come back out. But that one is kind of like more just submerged in darkness.
Oh,
So
no,
kinda see
that
the darker side.
That
The
sounds
Overhaul was
nice.
looking real dark.
I mean, overhaul, that's what I'm saying. They dip into it real quick and then it goes back to Midoriya and I'm Justice and I'm good guy. No, Vigilantes is much darker.